Hi students, I am Azim sir from KMS English Medium High School and Junior College. So, in today's lecture, we start with a topic that is solid state. So, before going to the chapter, we should know what are the topic has been deleted and non-evaluative portion of year 2020. So, here the topic which has not to be studied, that is a crystalline solid and amorphous solid. But the whole chapter is dealing with the term crystalline, so we should know what is meant by crystalline solid. Okay, the basic concept crystalline solid. Next, packing efficiency of metal crystal face centered cubic lattice is a derivation which has been deleted. Next, table number 1.3, edge length and particle parameter in cubic system. Next, table number 1.4, coordination number and packing efficiency system. In that, point number 3 has been deleted. Next, 1.9 and 1.10. Okay, 1.10, which are electrical properties and magnetic properties of the solid, which has been removed. Okay, deleted from the chapter. Means these are the topic which has been deleted for year 2020, which has not to be studied for your board exam. Okay, now, so before going to the chapter what is meant by solid state, we should know a very simple terms, that is a matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that occupy space and has a mass. These matter are further classified into a three state or three physical state, that is solid, liquid and gas. If we talk about this solid, in solid the particles are very close to each other, they do not move, that's why they are rigid. Okay, they having a fixed shape, they having a fixed volume. But if we talk about the liquid, liquid has a tendency to flow, so they are not rigid and they do not have a fixed shape. Suppose if I take a container and this container having a suppose square shape, so I put the 10 ml of water, so this 10 ml of water will occupy the square shape. If I take a container which has a circular shape, so if I take a 10 ml of water, so water will occupy the shape of the container, that is circular. So they do not have a fixed shape, but they having a fixed volume. If we talk about the gas, once again they are not rigid because gas having a tendency to flow and they do not have a fixed shape and they do not have a fixed volume. Suppose I put the gas into it, so it occupy the square shape container. If I put the gas in a circular shape, it occupy the circular container. And if we talk about the volume, suppose I take a container. This container has a capacity of a 10 ml. Okay, this container has a capacity of 10 ml. If I put the 5 ml of gas into it, so what happens? This 5 ml of gas will spread all over the container and occupy 10 ml. Okay, so all these three terms we already studied in 11, that is state of matter. Okay, so now, so next topic, that is characteristic properties of the solid. Okay, so we go through the points. First, they do not, so they having a definite mass, volume and shape. All the crystalline solid having a fixed shape, fixed mass and fixed volume. Next, intermolecular distance are short. If you talk about these constant particles, they are very close to each other, means they having a very short distance, and due to short distance they having a strong intermolecular force of attraction. As we know that in case of a liquid, particles are away from each other. In gas, already particles are very far away from each other, So here intermolecular force of attraction are weak. But if we talk about the solid, in case of solid, the particles are very close to each other and they having a strong intermolecular force of attraction, due to which these solid substance, in these solid substance, particles cannot move. So they having a fixed position and they cannot oscillate about their main position. They are incompressible rigid. Why? Because we can't apply a pressure. If we apply a pressure, there is nothing change in the volume because particles are already close to each other. So there is no effect of pressure on the solid substance. So they are incompressible and rigid. Okay. So these are the following characteristics points of the solid state. Next one is classification of solid. Solid are classified into crystalline solid and amorphous solid on the basis of following properties. First one, shape. In case of crystalline solid, the constituent particles are arranged in a regular pattern. The constituent particles are arranged in a regular pattern and they having a three-dimensional geometrical shape. But if we talk about the amorphous, in amorphous the constant particles are arranged in a irregular pattern and they do not have a three-dimensional geometrical shape. तो मतलब जितने भी क्रिस्टलाइन सब्सटेंस होते हैं उनका अरेंजमेंट डेफिनेट होता है, 3D स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, लेकिन amorphous का constant particles irregular arrangement होने की वजह से they do not form a 3D structure. Melting point, okay? Crystalline substance having a very sharp melting point. जितने भी क्रिस्टलाइन सब्सटेंस होता है उनका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट क्या होता है, एग्जैक्ट होता है, एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर पे क्या होते हैं, मेल्ट होते हैं. बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द एमॉर्फस, दे डू नॉट हैव, sorry here I have not written here sharp melting point, they do not have a sharp melting point. For example, plastic, rubber, glass, they melt over different range of temperature, and here crystalline substance melt exact temperature. Next one is the anisotropy. Crystalline substances are anisotropic in nature because in case of crystalline substance or crystalline solid, as we go in any direction, the physical properties gets changes. But if we talk about the amorphous, it is isotropic in nature. As we go in any direction, the physical properties remain same, that is called as isotropic nature. All crystalline substances are called as true solid. But if we talk about the amorphous, amorphous are called as pseudo solid or super cool liquid. For example, best example is a wax. Wax is a super cool liquid, or rubber or glass. Order in arrangement of constant particle. All crystalline solids are having a long range order. Why? Because constant particles are arranged in a regular pattern. But if we talk about the amorphous, in case of amorphous, they form a short range order due to irregular arrangement of the constant particle. Regular arrangement नहीं होता है इसलिए वो short range order होते हैं. But amorphous crystalline में regular arrangement होने की वजह से they having a long range order. So this is the distinguished point for crystalline and amorphous. Next, another terms we have to study, that is isomorphous and polymorphous. The word isomorphous means, iso मतलब क्या होता है, same, morphous means form, same form, same form, same structure, means two or more substance having a same crystal structure is called as isomorphous. Okay, so here if I take the example of NaCl, NaBr or MgO, here sodium is 1, chlorine is 1, means they having a 1:1 atomic ratio. In sodium bromide, 1:1. In magnesium oxide, 1:1. Means all these three having a same atomic ratio. So due to same atomic ratio, they having a same crystal structure, that is a cubic structure. So in this chemical substance has the same atomic ratio. So they having a same structure. So this is called as a isomorphous. Iso means same crystal structure. Both are different compound. NaCl and NAB are different, but they having a same atomic ratio. So due to same atomic ratio, they having a same crystal structure. Another example, that is sodium nitrate and calcium carbonate. Sodium nitrate having a 1:1:3. Calcium carbonate 1:1:3. They both having a same atomic ratio. So due to same atomic ratio, they having a same crystal structure. Sodium nitrate is also a rhombohedral, and calcium carbonate is also having a rhombohedral crystal. Okay, so this is about the isomorphous. Next one is polymorphous. Now, what is mean by poly? Poly means many. Morphism or morphous or morphism means form or structure. Polymorphism means many structure or many form. So here a single substance that exists in two or more forms or crystalline structure are said to be polymorphous. So best example is the allotropes of carbon. Generally, all polymorphous occurring elements show allotropic phenomena. So, three allotropic form of carbon, that is diamond, graphites, and fullerenes. So we know that diamond, graphite, and fullerenes are made up of same element, that is carbon. But all these three having a different structure. Okay, they having a different structure. We will see in a further topics. Okay, when we going to deals with the covalent solid, we will see the diagram or figure of these three. So please remember, polymorphism means many form. A single substance that exists in different forms is called as polymorphism or polymorphous.